Good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's about, it's almost 7 o'clock even. It's still dark out. Gotta love wintertime, huh? Okay, you can probably tell I'm in the truck, headed to get the inspection on my plumbing job. Hopefully get the gas turned on in that house. That furnace lit. So, yeah. So here I am up. Just, I don't know, you can see a little bit. The sun's just starting to come up. So, I haven't done anything last couple of days because I've just been busy. I get started doing stuff, forget to make a video. So, bear with me a little bit. Okay. Well, there's some things, I guess, some on here. Go ahead and talk about. You can watch the sunrise, maybe. And I'm sure by now you've heard of this. If not, go check it out. I believe it's the University of Boston, or something like that. I'm not sure on the university. It's one in Boston. So, But anyway, they have. I don't know whether they've released this information or it's been leaked out, but that there is, or that they have been developing a new strain of the virus we've been dealing with for almost 3 years now. But they've been working on this, and it has an 80% death rate in mice. I need to repeat that. 80% death rate in mice. Okay, so I'm guessing it could be very similar to that in people. I don't know. There's just so many questions there. Like, why? Why, really? One person I talked about, that I'd listened to talk about this, was like, well, I guess they got to do it because other countries are doing it and we got to keep up with them. That's crazy. That's just crazy. And I'm just kind of at a loss for words with this stuff, just because it seems so bizarre to me that we would be messing around with this stuff like this. Of course, I know that we have done it for, decades, to say the least. Well, longer than that, it's over 100 years and longer than that. But just, I don't know what to say, because, like I said, it kind of confuses me. Why do we want to mess with this stuff? Did we not learn from what happened? And this is recent history. Of course, I'm probably sure that, this has been worked on for quite a while. But are we not learning? Why, And it just plain pisses me off that they're doing something like this when there's such a risk of it getting out. Someone making a mistake and even accidentally. And I think I've made my opinion clear that I don't think the last virus was accidentally released. But I'm not going to go into that. That'd probably get me in trouble. I may have said too much already. It's not like I know anything. It's just what I think looking at things. So, you know, and the CDC voted yesterday, and I don't quite understand yet what they voted for. I haven't had taken the time to go look it up, but I think the vote was to mandate the jab for the youth, kids, children. And you know, I've already heard one governor step up and say, no, not in my state. Of course, that would have been in Florida. You probably already heard about all this because I'm getting slow getting to it. Because, you know, I've had a lot going on the last couple of days. But anyway, it just... I hope that my state, my governor, will stand up and say, no, we're not going to do this. This isn't right. Especially, and I don't know, you know, I'm going to say this up front. There has been a lot of young, healthy people. I mean, athletes. That's the ones you hear about. Just falling over dead lately. And of course, you know, people are no one in any official capacity is stepping up and linking this to the jab, and I can't link it either. But it just seems strange. You know, these are some of the healthiest people. And they're just falling over dead. It's crazy. And you know, I hear a lot about these long, stringy blood clots. Excuse me. It's early in the morning, which really isn't an excuse for me. I don't talk very well to begin with. So, but no one in any official capacity has got anything to say about this. So, you know, it's still a scary world out there. Not to mention what's going on with the food, or all the different things with the food, you know, the shortages, the recalls. I mean, it's just crazy. And, you know, the price of gas, diesel fuel, man, it makes one wonder. And like I said, I don't have any more insight than anyone else can look up and see, but it just makes you wonder. It does me anyway. What is going on? You know, they blame some of the food shortage and the supply chain problems with a lack of truck drivers. Okay, well, you know, I drove truck for a while, and you know, I have a license that would allow me to drive truck now, except for one thing. when I went and got this license, I did not take the test in a vehicle that had air brakes. Okay. So I was thinking, hey, I need to start supplementing our income a little bit. Things have slowed down a little bit, this and that and the other. So, well, they need the state of Missouri needs snowplow operators for this winter. I thought, well, there we go. Excuse me. There's something I can do. There's a shortage. I can drive truck. I can do that. But you have to be air brake qualified, or at least no restriction, which means I've got to go take the test in a vehicle with air brakes. Which, is a catch-22. That just... I've got to find somebody that is willing to let me take the test. And I haven't. I need to talk to them, find out exactly what the answer is here. But that's just crazy. And I may have to even, and like I said, I've got to actually call and talk to somebody, because, especially in my situation, because I've already got the license. I just need that restriction taken off. But if you're a person thinking about getting into truck driving right now and you don't have the license already, you have to go to a school. Now, when I got my license this time, this is the second time I've been licensed to drive like this, the bigger vehicles. I drove truck over the road for about 1.5 years. Discovered it wasn't the life for me. But anyway, so but I went to a truck driving school, just because it was simpler. But at the time, though, all you had to do was go take the written test, and you could get your license. And then they brought in this CDL. This is federal government at work here, because it used to be each state had their own rules. And in the state of Missouri, you took the written test, and you were good to go if you already had a license. There wasn't anything else involved. You just paid extra money. Well, they put this CDL, commercial driver's license, in. Well, then it was a more involved test, but it was still just the written test, and then you got your license. Well, now you have to go take a test over at a designated training site, which the only one for, I think there might be one in Springfield, which would be the next closest, which is about 100 miles from me, give or take. But you got to go to Carthage, which is about 50 miles from me. And, it's just inconvenient. And as of February, you have to go to a school before you can do this. Before you can do all the testing, you have to go to a school, which at the time I got mine was costing like $4,000. But we can't figure out why we have a truck driving shortage. We've got the baby boomers that are all retirement age, and then we got my generation that is getting really close to retirement, and we're restricting the new drivers, from making it harder for new drivers to get into it. it makes no damn sense to me. And the ones that do manage to make it through aren't really any better at driving than the ones we had. So anyway, there's my rant for the morning. I've been on here talking about this longer than I had planned. I wasn't even going to talk about the truck driving thing, but I got to running my mouth and off we went. So, if I think about it, I'll show some video of my work. I got a little sloppy with the pipe dope, but that's okay. I'm hoping I got it all sealed up, which I'm pretty sure I do, but we'll find out. The guy could be there. Well, he's supposed to be there sometime between 7:30 and noon, which I just love when they give you that kind of thing. But anyway, all right, well, before I get off on another rant, I'm gonna get off here for now, because I'm sure y'all have had enough of me for a minute. Okay, well, I'm on my way back home. It's kind of a disappointing day. I did get it seems, the plumbing done. Yeah, that's what it's, and it's done correctly. So, got the gas turned back on. Still did not get that furnace lit. So I'm gonna have to go up, make another trip, and I got some more information on it though, so I can do that. But I wanted to get on here real quick and bring something else up that was brought back to my attention today. I heard it a couple times yesterday and today, and I don't know what kind of effect. Oh, excuse me, it's been a long day already and it's only 10:30. But I don't know what kind of effect this is going to have on us here in the United States, but I think it's something worthy of a note. The Prime Minister of England, Great Britain, stepped down. She's only had the job 2 months. Set a record for the shortest time in the job. It goes all the way back to the 1800s. It's crazy. So like I said, I don't know what's all up with that. I need to do some research, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure that I care enough. But it is something that I find noteworthy. If y'all know more information than I've given here in this video, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on. But yeah. Well, I had another plan. I was going to go up, get the gas on up there, that job, and get that furnace lit. And then I was going to go to this auction in what I call Amish country. It's a fruit and vegetable auction. And it was supposed to have been this morning at 10:30. Well, I was there at 10:15 and there wasn't a soul around. So evidently they're not having it today. It's kind of looking for a deal on something to help supplement the pig feed. But no such luck. So I'm on my way home now. And yeah, we'll see what I get up to at home.